Hey guys,
Roy, hello, mate.
mate, good.
Yeah, yesterday. Um, I had a look yesterday where you've done setups and you would have hit a TP5 on both, I reckon.
So
Which would have been
I've got, hang on, I've just got it here. 1 second. So yeah, definitely a TP5 with that buy. It depends on when you went in on that sell position. There was an
yeah,
aggressive entry, which was this one right here, that
yeah,
area there, which would have been a good entry because we got such a push up before the open. I would have been happy to take that because like, cool, we've got a massive push up. When the open, we may get a big push down, which is what happened. Um,
yeah,
so if you went that entry there, yeah, you would have hit almost a 5-1 or maybe a 5-1. And then
yeah,
the more conservative entry would have been down here, and it would have just tapped you out. So I marked it up anyway as the conservative entry, just to see how it played out. So then it was a -1, but then you got this one here.
that massive reversal there. Oh,
Mate, again, like this has been happening a lot. This has been happening a lot lately, where if you just held them,
yeah,
um, you literally would have made enough to just only take that trade, you know?
yeah,
1 second, let me just fix something here.
huge.
We'll have a look at it in a sec because it's yeah, it was a pretty decent move. What's going on here, man? Come on. Yep, there we go. So yeah. So if you had that one, how long have we got? Oh, we've got 8 minutes. Quickly look at this. That was a 72-1. If you closed at the top, which you never do, if you held until the London Open, it would have been a 40-1, which is still insane.
Fuck, man.
You know what I
That's
mean?
insane.
It's been happening a lot lately. Those big moves on gold.
Jesus.
All right, let's get into
Even look
this.
at
There you
the,
go.
yeah. I was going to say, even the US, like yesterday, the US market, that whole day, it just went up.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
And a little retrace. It's fucking wild.
Um, all right, let's look at this. So we've got the aggressive entries. These zones here. My orb isn't working on this chart. It's only working on a Wanda. So I'm not going to look at that now. But I would say the orb would be looking at this area here and this area here because it goes to the top and the bottom of the 15-minute candle.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm not actually, I don't actually mind this buy position. The sell, it's a little bit questionable because you got the zone below it. Like this is a pretty solid
Yeah.
zone there. So it's a little bit questionable to be going in that tight on that one. Um, I personally, that's just how I personally feel about it. And then,
What you're marking out now is exactly what I had marked up as well, especially for the short, like having that order block at nearly double bottom there. I've kind of put it there as the short instead of the aggressive one.
yeah, nice. Yeah, which is probably a good, not a bad entry to be honest with you. So you went on this one here.
Yep. Yeah, on the second one, yeah. Thought it was probably a better option because you've got all that you got all that green, all those green candles. Um, the first red candle is basically where the TP5 would be anyway. So it kind of seems like if price was to move down, it would cover all of that.
Yep. 1 second. Yeah, you got all this area down here, down to this zone there,
Yeah.
that tiny zone there, and then that one under it. Troy, what are your thoughts? You know what? Let's do this sell position together. We'll make a decision together on the sell position.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Troy? The
Yeah, the
aggressive?
cell looks good.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got the cell at the same spot. I'm kind of mixed between the long.
Yep.
I might go more conservative for the wick high.
Yep.
Um,
Fair play, man. No stress.
but we'll just see how it plays out, I guess.
No worries. I'm going to leave. I reckon I'll leave mine there. And the reason why I say that is because if we do, like the next real reaction zone is here, right? So if we do get a nice breakout, there's nothing really in between it that's telling me we're going to
Yeah.
we'll get stopped out unless it's a fake out, unless it just goes in and out straight away. So I would hopefully expect to at least secure a 2-1, potentially a 3-1.
Yeah.
If
You're right.
if we get a breakout there. So I'll probably go. I'm probably gonna. What did I just do then? How do I get that back? There we go. So I'm probably going to go the more aggressive move on the buy. And look, you never know. You never know. It could come in, stop me out straight away. Who knows? But I'm just going off previous price action. That's what I'll be looking for that position. We've got 4 minutes into the open. And yeah, I think I agree with both you guys on the sell. I think it's probably the safer bet to go there. The only what I might do though, see how you got this wick here. Now I'm not too concerned about that wick, but sometimes what can happen, it can come down and create a liquidity grab off the previous wick there. So I may just bring it down slightly a little bit just in case that does happen.
Oh, I did that too. I moved mine down to, I think it's like 3326.89. I had my entry.
Yeah, sweet, bro, which is pretty much where I'm at. I'm at 8.4, so yeah. Because there's nothing worse than when that happens. It comes down, just goes to the wick there, taps you out, and then reverses. So I think just to be a little bit safe. The other thing as well, if it does come in and enter us, and it is going to continue down, the next point of reaction is right there. So we've still got a fair bit of our stop loss secure, like safe in that area. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if it does come down, hit that. That's the point of reaction there. So even though coming down a little bit more, we've still got a good solid stop loss above there to protect that. So we should be okay, hopefully. This looks like it's about to break. See how this candle closes in the next 3 minutes? So I'm going to set this sell stop order in now. I'm happy with the sell stop. And then I'm going to wait to see how this buy candle closes before putting that in. So we'll look at the sell entry now. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so I'm going to put that.
Boys.
How are you?
How you doing?
How are you?
Doing good.
Right, 332,684. So I'm just setting up this sell order now. This sell stop order. 3326.84. Stop loss. Go down there. All right, so I'll put the sell stop order in. I'm just going to wait to see how this candle closes the next minute. But to be honest with you, you know what? I'll probably put that in now. Actually, I don't expect this to jump up that quick in the next minute. We'll see how the next 1 minute candle. See how this next 1 minute candle reacts to see if it pushes or not, and then we'll go over again. I'll go over yesterday's trades again and just the week, man. And I've got it all marked up for the last week as well. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm going to put that buy order in. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I reckon that's pretty safe.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put that in now. All right, cool. That's it. So I've got the buy order there and the sell order there. So that's what I'm looking for. See how we go. Again, these are the reaction zones on the buy. It's level here. If this wants to work. Boom. And then the reaction zone for the sell, pretty much. We may get something. There's a couple of imbalances here.
Yeah.
So you got like that area there, that area there, and that area there. So we'll see how that reacts anyway. It's a bit of a hard one to try and work out on that sell.
Yeah.
Do you set TPs or do you just close it as you go?
Me? So what I've done, now, for example, on this one, if I walk away, so if I'm not watching this, On the buy order, I'd set my take profit probably at a TP2. And I'd set my sell order. I'd probably hold that to a TP3, I reckon. Nah, you know what? I'd probably close that at a TP4. I'd be going off this zone here. But what I've done now, because I'm watching it, I've set both positions at TP5, just in case a candle does move pretty quick. And because I'm watching it, if it moves quick and it hits a TP5, happy days. If it doesn't, I'll just watch how price is reacting. I'll just close it off manually. But I will be looking at potentially closing it at a TP2s, depending how we react on this zone here on a buy position. And then on the sell, I'll probably just let it play out, to be honest with you, down to a TP4. And if I hold to a TP4 and it goes to 3 and retraces and loses it, so be it. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me because, as you guys have seen the last few weeks, we can make that back in one trade. So that's not too much of stress.
TP4 looks pretty safe for sure. Anyway.
I think so, yeah, because this is your next area here, and this is supply and demand traders would be using this area as well.
Yeah.
To be trading off. So moving a bit slow. So let's quickly have a quick look how everything's paid out the last 2 weeks or so. So pretty much, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The last 11 trading days. This is what we've hit on both. So if you've just held both positions open, that's what we've hit. So literally, if you just put your entry point and you take profit at a TP5, that's how you would have hit a TP5 almost every day.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So where it says 2, 1, 3, these would have all been losses if you're holding to TP5. But for example, you hit 5, 5, 5, 5 loss, so just a -1 because you're only risking 1% or whatever you're risking. 5, -1, -1, -1, -5, -1, 5, -1, 5, 5, -1, 5, and -1. So you still would have been like ridiculously profitable. Yeah, ridiculous. So that's the last 11 trading days. That's what we've hit the last 11 trading days. Pretty insane.
That's ridiculous. Good system.
Yeah. So again, I've got a meeting with the brokers tomorrow to work out the best spreads and everything. Right. Yeah. So see how we go with that.
Blueberry markets.
Yeah, Blueberry markets. So they're in the city in Melbourne, so they're in Collins Street. So I'm gonna go to their office.
What platforms do they use?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not too sure. So I'm gonna go discuss it all with them tomorrow. So I'm going to go into their office and just see what they offer, what spreads they offer, what platforms and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's that.
And see how we go. Again, so like you guys have said in the last couple of days, it's been pretty quiet till about 20 past 10. And then we've been getting those massive moves at around 10:20. Between 10:20 and 10:30, we've been getting some pretty decent moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bank holiday in Japan today and yesterday as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. So it might even be a little bit. I haven't even checked the spreads. Oh, no, they're sweet. Yeah, nice. Cool. Spreads are good.
I ended up getting
Oh, did ya?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's really good.
Yeah, I'm stoked about that. So I've got that. I'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'll either consider, like, if we want to do a funded challenge, then we'll jump in together. Otherwise, we'll just do the other challenge we spoke about. I might just put extra $100 in and start with that because I've got it.
Well, sweet, man. Well, let me see how I'll go with these brokers because they're starting a prop firm as well.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to talk to them about all that and to see how they're operating that prop firm and everything. And if it seems like their spreads are really good and their rules are pretty sweet, then we'll chat about it and see what you guys want to do.
Yeah, pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Might even go up to meet you guys up to the cafe or sit down in person.
But that is it.
Yeah.
Love to meet everyone. Obviously, we can always go to Gabby's Cafe whenever it's close to us, but we could always meet it somewhere in the city because it's central.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, man, we're in Cumberland.
yeah.
Happy to go anywhere, man.
Yeah, sweet. We'll work it out. We'll definitely work something out, and we'll catch up, and maybe after I sit down with this prop firm and the brokers, I'll sit down with them, work everything out, and then maybe we can all catch up for a coffee and go over everything.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Imagine if we all managed to get a funded account at the same time. That'd be fucking sick.
Look, I'll be honest with you, man. I'll be completely honest with you. It's very possible. Like it's extremely possible. Like for example, if we all decided collectively, if we all got funded accounts and decided collectively to risk 0.5% and only hold 5-1, we would have passed the chart. We would have passed both phases and been paid out by now in the last 11 days.
Oh, that's
So each 5, so 0.5% each 5 is 2.5 grand. So that's 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Would have lost, and then we're risking losing 500. So would have lost 500, then 2.5. So in the first 3 days, we would pass phase 1. If they do 5 day, you have to have 5 day minimum. Then you just do 0.01 lot size and just trade again just to get that over the line. So we would have passed phase 1 then. Then phase 2 is 5 grand, half. So you would have gone 2.5, loss. So we're at 1,500, 2.5 there. Loss, 2.5. So, but we would have by this stage, actually by here, we would have passed phase 2.
Yeah, and then you got 2.
And then that's profit.
Next.
So then you would have got a 5-1 profit. So you would have made 2. Well, you would have lost that one. So 2 grand profit, and then 2 grand profit. So you would have cashed out 4 grand.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, all in 11 days we would have done that. So this is the thing. All it needs, you need to have a plan and just stick to the plan. You know, if your plan is to hold 5-1, risk 0.5%, then fucking just do it. Just do it and see what happens. You know. But yeah, man. In 11 days, we would have passed both challenges and got paid out.
That's the plan, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
And then the other option you can do is just do 1-to-1, which is that I would advise. The way I've passed challenges in the past is just by going 1-to-1. So you could just go, all right, you know what? We'll risk 2%, risk a little bit more, and just go 1-to-1 because you would have hit 1-to-1 pretty much nearly every day. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're risking 2%, that each one of these is 2 grand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So by here, you would have passed phase 1 and 2 and started getting paid out.
Yeah.
If you just kind of 1-to-1, 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 you know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, it's a way to
At
do it.
2%, yeah.
Once you pass, then if you want to risk, hold 5-1 with 1% instead, go for it.
Yeah, and then every now and then too, you look at yesterday. So yesterday trades are going. I'll just go back on the 5-minute. You see these start pushing all these momentum candles. You're like, all right, I'm in. It's just like push. You're like, you know what? There's a lot of buying power in the market. I might just hold this until the New York session. Fuck it. I'll just leave it open and see what happens. And like I said, if you'd done that yesterday, New York session would have been 40. Yeah, it would have been around 40-1 on the New York session. And then if you held it pretty much the whole time, it's huge. Oh, look, it's still going. So if you held it till today, 72-1. Risking 1%, that's 72 grand. You know?
Black man.
But you got to have the balls to do it. You got to have the balls and emotional control to do it. You got to have the balls to go, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. And not look at it, because if you decide to do that, and then at 7 o'clock at night you look at it and you're up 6-7 grand, you're going to go, oh no, fuck it, I'm closing. And then you would have missed out on that whole move. So you literally got to set it, forget it, and go, all right, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and the Tokyo Open, I'm going to open it up and close it no matter where it's at.
Yeah.
So you can do that every now and then, you know, just take a little bit of a risk.
Every now and then.
Yeah, that's it.
It's kind of similar to what Hustle does, yeah? Like almost the way it's swing trading.
Yeah, he swing trades, yeah. So he'll hold positions for ages. Sometimes he'll close them off quickly. What's that?
If everything goes good, sometimes I'll close it off depending on how it's running within a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then some class the other order the whole for last time about a week.
Yep.
And within that week I just don't touch gold at all. I might do a few other things.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
A lot less stressful than like sitting in front of the screen all day every day. Scalping.
100%. 100%. But, eventually, like where I was at before I started trading with you guys, I would literally, like, no shit, I would set this up at 10 o'clock and then close everything and then go get on with my day. And then later on, sometimes I wouldn't even look at it till the next day. Sometimes at night, because I just don't want to know. It's like, oh, I've set everything in. Cool, I'm done. Tomorrow morning I'll wake up and see where it's at.
Better for your psychology, right?
100%. And not only that, you do that after a while, you legitimately don't care. Like, you genuinely do not give a shit anymore. It's like, cool, this is what I do now. 10 o'clock or 9:55, I set it, I forget it, I wake up tomorrow, I'm either in profit or I'm not.
Yeah, it's a great way to make losses too, because you can sit in front of the screen and see it going the wrong way, and then you beat yourself up. If you're like out, if you've set it and you'll take it off for the day, and then you check it later at night, and it's lost or it's won, it's like, oh yeah, whatever. Okay,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, well, that's right, because you're not watching yourself lose. You're not watching yourself in the red and you start getting emotional going, fuck, what am I going to do? I need to change his position. I need to move my stop loss a bit more. I need to do, you know what I mean? There's no emotion at all.
Yeah, it's such a good way to do it, man. And like, if you think about a lot of the, seminars and stuff, I got one on the weekend of the guys that run crypto calls, and they're like, man, we set trades, we just set it and forget it and go about our day, do whatever the fuck else we have to do.
Yeah.
And then we come back, all of us come back, and then if it's a win, great. If it's a lose, whatever, start again.
Yeah.
It's really simple.
Yeah. And it's just, money management, as long as you're not risking too much. Like a big thing that I learned and a thing that I preach to everybody, it's don't think about what you're going to make. Think about what you're willing to lose. So before you place a trade, don't be like, oh, sweet, I want to hit a 5-1. Be like, oh, cool. How much am I willing to lose? If this reverse and I get stopped out, am I willing to lose $500? Am I willing to lose 1,000? And then whatever that is what you risk. Yeah. Because then it doesn't matter. You lose and you're like, cool, I was willing to lose that. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly right.
But if you're, a lot of people where they make mistakes, they're going to like, oh, fuck, man, we've been hitting 5-1s all week. I want to make 30, 40 grand off this trade. I'm going to hold it. So I'm going to risk 4 or 5%. And if it hits a TP5, I've just cleaned up. 50 grand or whatever it's going to be. Yeah, but then the problem is if it reverses and you've just hit and you stop down, you just lost 5 grand, you're going to be fucking devastated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I always just be like, oh, cool, what am I willing to lose on this trade? Right, the last month's been amazing. I might up my risk a little bit more because I'm willing to lose a little bit more because I've made a lot of profits over the last month or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly right. If I've made decent profit for the month, I'm willing to take a good risk.
Yeah.
If your profits are up and you feel that everything's looking good, mate, 100% I'd take that risk. But other than that, stick to your game plan. I don't know if you guys just do bets on dogs or horses, but one of the worst things to do is you pick a horse, you pick a number, and then last second you change it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that horse gets up.
So that's where I get it from. Is mate, you set everything up, you leave it.
Yeah.
Go with your first bloody your first feelings or whatever.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. And then the same thing too, when you've done really well, then you'll be more likely to hold trades like this overnight. You'll be more likely to go, fuck it, I'm just going to let this one play out because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it doesn't play out because you've had such good profits over the last month or so.
Yeah.
So you can take those risks to just let things play out. But mate, how many times in the last what 3-4 weeks, how many times have we seen something like this play out?
All right. Sorry about that.
I think at least half a dozen, right?
Yeah,
Huge moves like that.
yeah.
Reckon that it's okay, all right.
Hustle, you road raging? What's going on? Nice, nice. Just a little bit of
Ding.
little love tap, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Well, we'll see how this candle.
The day.
Sorry.
I said good deed done for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably revert.
We'll see how this next candle closes.
Yeah.
And then what I might do. We've got 2 minutes, nearly 3 minutes. It's starting to move a little bit more. At least it looks like there's a bit of money coming in now, but we'll see. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my take profit for this position. I'm going to set a 2-to-1 on this one, right? Because I'll walk away and I'm not going to watch it now. So I'll set a 2-to-1 on that, and then I'm going to hold for a 4-to-1 on the sell position to that level there. So that's what I'll set up if see how this candle closes the next 2 minutes. But again, there's no point in us sitting here, for an hour just watching candles go up and down. Yeah. So we'll see how this one closes, and then that's what I'm going to do. Like, it might even be. What's that?
What time's your meeting tomorrow?
11 till 12.
You miss the morning then? You're not going to jump on, or probably not, huh?
Yeah, maybe not then. I was thinking about it and just staying on for 15 minutes. It only takes me 15 minutes to get to the city from here. 20 minutes. Yeah, no, we'll do the morning. I'll just stay on for 15 minutes. And then I'll take off. Yeah, well, it's good. It looks like there's a bit of volume coming in now, which is good. The banks might be putting in some orders. But yeah, see how this meeting goes tomorrow, and then we'll catch up next week and all jump on a funded account potentially.
Yeah.
Or the $100 one. We'll see which one's going to work out best. There's a lot of volume in the market now.
I was looking at the margin you need for gold trading on IC markets. If you trade 0.01 lots, you need a minimum of 166-ish margin for one position. So I think if you wanted to do the way that we do it, you might need to have double that to cover the margin for both.
Yep. And that's at 1 to 20 leverage?
Yep, 1 to 20.
Okay. Yep. Oh, well, I'll see what these guys say. Well, these guys might be the same because it's just the Australian regulations are full on when it comes to trading. So there's not going to be much difference in the leverage, what's allowed between brokers.
Yeah.
I would say.
Still 1 to 20 is not too bad. You can still fucking make it easy.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. And then look, you put $1,000 in, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then slowly just work it up.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, I might leave it at that, huh? What do you think?
Yeah, good idea.
All right.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, and then off to your meeting, and then maybe we'll jump on Thursday morning and give us a quick rundown. We'll organise what to do next.
Yeah, perfect, man. All right, so I'm just going to set on the buy position. I'm going to set my take profit at TP2, and on the sell position, I'm going to set. Oh, it looks like it's going to enter it. Maybe I'm going to set my take profit at a TP4. Do you guys want to wait for this candle close or? Looks like it's going to enter. So we're at this candle right here now, that week. So if it closes below that, we should be good. If it closes below this level. All right, we're in. See how we go. TP1 hit. Keep moving. TP2. There's a lot of volume in that. Nice. TP3, secure some profits if you guys are in this trade. If you wanted to, you could secure some profits, or you could go to break even to protect it, but I don't like doing that.
Take it out if you've got it.
Yeah. Hasn't quite hit TP3, but there's that imbalance there that it seems to have reacted off slightly. That level there, we get a bit of a reaction off that. So we'll see. We could reverse from here. That's a nasty reversal, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, there you go. So TP1 and TP2 hit. Didn't quite reach TP3. Cool.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll jump back on tomorrow and see how we go.
All right, guys. See you.
See you then. See ya. Bye.
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 So